Good on you, lad. Wait until I get it. Honest to God. So it is what it is. You know, the proof's got to be in the pudding with me. So all these rumours, and all they needed to know. So me and my manipulative ways, just got right in there. You need to come and see me, you know. So I met her. I was in this hostel in Blackburn. Bought her a little Wetherspoon scran. You know, got speaking to her a little bit. I hadn't seen her for years. This is my wife. I've been out of jail for 6 months. She never come near me because she knew I knew what she'd been up to. Weird, isn't it? She came to see me. The first thing she done after the scran, it just proved everything I needed to know. There was an entry right next to the Wetherspoons. So when he dragged me down there, just dropped anti-O's and went, hey. So now I'm in this little dynamics with this little weird thing. And I'm going to her house. This is true, this now, people. This is how scary this bird is. And I didn't know this tactic until later on, when I came out of the mess. They were intent on ruining me with her. I'm not lying to you, you know. I couldn't put my finger on it, whether it was Ungie, Michael Ungie, or whether it was the Irish that was making her do what she was doing to me. I'm not lying, it's not paranoia. She was banging Michael Ungie for years and years and years, right under the nose of his bed. And when I screamed about, when they were targeting me and I screamed about it, he's lying, I wasn't lying. Why would I want to break a woman's heart who's just had a kid and all that? Why would I? Do you think I want to just go out and intentionally target some bird over a boyfriend? It's not me, lad. You've all got me in a mad twist. So I couldn't put my finger on who it was. So anyway, I'm going to hers. I'm still on these mad curfews. I'm still on licence and all this, man. Really, you know, but it is what it is. Man's got his needs. Everyone else is going through. But anyway, I'm in there. We're in the kitchen. She's pissed as usual on the wine. She's called me in the kitchen. I'm thinking, wow, is this one of them scenarios that I've been watching for the last 12 years? Let's get it on. Noticing the wine bottle a little short distance there, doing all this. And she just starts. Wine bottle. I just went, wow, what's this? This is next level. What's doing here? She was trying to get me to do, like, you know, it was just scatty shit, mate, and it just made me go, this is next level madness, this, I'm not geared up for this madness. I haven't seen this horrendous shit before, right? And I'm just off. Sent me para, gone. And I didn't realise till months later, women have used that tactic and got men convicted on mad charges, saying they done mad shit to them. I'm not lying to you, you know, it was scatty. But that's how I got onto this. She used to work for Sandra. And she used to go to Marbella and attend these lavish parties with these gangsters, majority of them Irish. And they weren't just there. You know, there was quite a few of them. And they'd all go over there on the basis that we're doing this promotion for the brand of that tanning company, that's Sandra, you know, the CEO of MTK Global, her company, the first one she had. That's what she was doing with girls up and down the country. Obviously it'll be voluntary, but you know how it is. Girls in need, girls experience a lifestyle, a certain way of living. It's hard for them to come away from it. And that's not bullshit, that's the truth. So I was thinking, is that message, if you only just come in, it was all about a message I got, is that on about this Katie? You know, my first wife sort of thing? And it weren't, it was on about that Katie from Wavertree. Now the reason I started screaming about it, I never said nothing about this Katie, regardless of what she was doing to me. You know, she got in close, giving me scatty substances and that, made me go a little bit off the chart. I'm not bullshitting you, this is what they've done. You might think it's paranoid, but it's not. All of a sudden, the stalker starts screaming about me. You've heard me tell you a bit about the story, so I start researching. And it coming across all these parties. Then this Katie, while she's being round me, tells me about these parties. Didn't mention none of it. You know, what's going on, that's over with her, that scatty bird. She's gone down there somewhere, she's been bailed. It was just went crazy with that bird. Get down there, get away down there, sharpish. And then a few months later, Stalker's targeting me again. But I'd had this information off this bird, this Katie, that was a brass, that was a mistress in brass houses with another fella, that had been in these parties in town, in apartments, and other places in McGull and surrounding areas where, you know, so this Katie had friends. Not all her friends at that time was doing what she was doing, which was enabling girls to go to these parties and be just like the stalker was. But he'd do it with boys and girls. He'd enable them to come to these parties. This is not lies, this is truth, alright? Told it years ago, it's still out there in my content folder. But they're nice to get it all removed, so when they attack me, I've got to repeat this shit. So, she's bailed, but I've had all this information off her. Not screaming about it, not saying nothing. All of a sudden, he's on me again, like he has been for years. So I think, alright then, let's do it. Start screaming about his private life, his private friends, the parties, his connection to Sam Cole, his connections to other notorious gangsters from the city, and all these people that attend these events, dirty parties, let's call them. All these people, and I'm not just talking your gangsters, I'm talking your councillors, your briefs, your police, all sorts are going to these gaffs. And what you've got in these gaffs, like I've told you, I only touch on it a little bit because I don't really want to drag it all back up because it's a mess for me. All on the back of the stalker, it just creates a mad, because I'm speaking about home truths here that a lot of people are trying to pull themselves away from and get away from that scene. I'm putting them right back in that scene. So it generates a lot of comeback. But I just put it straight, done my research, checked out what the bear was saying, it was all true. Even last year, I was getting video recordings of brothers of girls that have been told to bring this substance to this party 100 miles away. You know, it's still ongoing. They just took it out the city. They took it into places like Preston and out the, you know, where these people have been dominant with the drug trade and that. They just tapped into the business in them areas. And that's what I started doing, screaming about the stalker's business. This circle of gangsters business, how they behave in the city. And basically what you've had is people like the stalker, people like Katie and her mate Jenny going out. They'd have beauty parlours, the girls would have beauty parlours. A few girls would tap into the beauty parlour. Pretty ones, do you want to come out with us on a Saturday? Spoil them a little bit, give them work. Do you want more work? Do you want to come here on the weekend? Do you want to come this party? These are 28, 29, 30-year-old women encouraging this 19-year-old woman to attend dirty adult parties without them knowing. They're getting there, they're getting drunk, they're getting slipped a little bit of fluid into the drink. It's over. The traumatic period, oh, we'll pick it up. She's working with us, don't worry, we'll keep her, she'll be sweet. A few years down the line, that bird is in a mess. And there's hundreds of them in the city. The stalker, little boys, lads that are that way inclined. Do you want to get to here? Do you want to get this party steam trained? And I'm telling you the truth, and you probably heard me say it before, there has been young all over the city dead, and they cannot explain why. Most of them in their autopsy and shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? They come across like they are bisexual or something in that nature, when in reality They've had a substance in them that disappears in 48 hours. That thing that you think was okay and, you know, he gave permission for it, just might not be, mate. And there's quite a few around the city being found in entries dumped by apartment blocks or certain venues. Stop thinking it doesn't go on. Look at every city up and down the country and what has happened in them. Exposure, historical offences through the roof. You tell me why that's not the case in Liverpool. Liverpool and Merseyside, which in the 80s and 90s housed thousands and thousands of children in custody in care homes. Strawberry Fields, Dyson Hall and other gaffs like this. Are you telling me there was none of that abuse in this city? If so, where's the historical shit and why aren't we seeing it? Because Liverpool can't have been the only city. I know it wasn't. I got took out of my ma's house by a man of authority, drugged up and took to somewhere, I don't know where, and woke up smack bang in the middle of 3 men trying to have their wicked way with me. They fractured my arm, put my school uniform back on me and took a picture of me. So you can't tell me. And let's look at the football as well, you know. Sunday League football. FA qualified instructors. For years abusing hundreds of kids. You telling me that's the only little pinch of salt there? Talk shit, mate. So, you know, we look at all these mad places. And I'm sick of hearing about mass graves and no one's telling the truth. Unfortunately, whether you like it or not, some of you aren't going to like what I'm going to say. There's a major cover-up right now going on in this country. Why? To avoid division. What's the cover-up? There's mass graves of women and children being found all over the place now. Some are being found and not being reported. Major cover-up. Why? Whether you like it or not. These burials are in Islamic communities. And in Islamic communities, the betrayal and the dishonour of having a child outside of marriage is horrendous, mate. And if a woman steps outside marriage and is pregnant, it's horrendous for them. And that's just the way it is in their communities, whether you like it or not. Not all of them. But you know, you aren't blind, you're not stupid. You've heard accounts of that shit happening for years, haven't you, from within them communities. So don't for 1 minute think you're not watching a cover up here. Do you honestly think hospitals have got 300 children and about 50 women, banged them in a bag and took them to the middle of nowhere and went all in one hole? Not even marked it up. Come on, think about what I'm saying. That's not the only burial place neither. There's loads being found up. Not loads, but they're starting to be found all over the gaff. I'm saying it's a cover-up. It's not hatred. It's not out there to cause division. I'm just saying there's a major cover-up there. Chris Barry saying that's deep. I should think so, mate. Look how many women and children that they're just trying to brush under the carpet. Okay, then if they came from a hospital, where's the registrations? Where's the birth certificates? You know, what was the serial numbers of these bodies in the morgues and the, you know, all that bullshit. Where's the paper chase? Has any investigative journalist looked into that? Started tracing the paperwork to make sure, hang on, is this legit? They haven't, have they? Have they all been told, shh, this is the story, stick to it? Sounds like it, doesn't it? They're not even reporting it properly, are they? Imagine that. A little news flash should have been on the news for a week, shouldn't it? Should have been news reporters at the scene. Why weren't it excavated? Has it been excavated? Has the woman that brought it bang on seen anything under there? Or has she just been told? Has a document surfaced somewhere saying this? And that's it, he's got to deal with that document. But as I say, it's a theory. Do what you want with it. Where I sit and I look at it, I thought straight away, cover up. With no hatred there, no division there, just an observation. What reaffirmed it for me though, because I've heard yesterday another one somewhere. That's what reaffirmed it for me. There's another one being found somewhere. And it's not going to be the only one, is it? They just bury everything, don't they? And forget about it. Michael Viral, Sean Warden. What do you want, a freestyle? No. How are you, everybody? Normally, we're talking about gang culture. Choose a life, not a knife. Guide your kids away from gang culture, away from prison, away from violence, drug dealing, battering birds. All that bullshit that goes with that lifestyle. That's what we do on here, normally. We get caught up in politics. It gets a bit provocative. You know, the subjects go wild, the imagination goes wild with it. You get happiness, joy and anger in this life, so just bear with it. Pop in, pop out, whatever you're doing, but understand why I'm here. Choose a life, not a knife. United Kingdom. Protect the children, protect the future. When you see me having a buzz, that's me, just having a buzz. I just get into character and we have a scream. I bounce off the audience. Use lot.